So in previous sessions, we discussed whatever the options available in Home tab, and also we discussed whatever the options available in Insert tab. So in the Insert, while explaining Insert tab, we have discussed the various options by considering one quiz example, so that how we can prepare quiz competition or quiz related slides by using what PowerPoint presentation, where in which we have effectively utilized how we can implement actions and how to provide the hyperlinks between the slides. And also we discussed what how we can insert what a sound file by using a media clips group which is available here, right? So in continuation with this, now I'm going to explain you the various options which are available in design tab. So already we have discussed what do you mean by themes in Microsoft Word document. A theme is nothing but which is having a predefined color combinations, predefined font styles, and predefined effects for the various objects what we are going to insert. So here also in the design tab, we can make utilization of different themes here. As you can see, we are getting a various themes options here. So we can select any one of the theme here so that that particular theme will be applied for our presentation, so that whatever the predefined font style it has and whatever the predefined color combinations it has and also the effect options, it will be quickly applied for the content which is available in our slide. Assume that here I'm going to what add one quick title here. Say for example, I want to highlight Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, so for that I'm going to include what Microsoft PowerPoint as a title, and here I want to include a subtitle as by Ishwar MY. Okay, so similarly, let me include one more slide here, and let me quickly include what introduction as a title, and assume that here I have included what some sample text. Okay, so after this, now you can observe here, I have not applied any kind of a theme here. So here by default, it is having office theme. Okay, so this is what a normal office theme. Suppose it is very looking very dull now. Assume that I want to apply a different theme. So that can be applied by using various themes options which are available here. We need to click on this more button which is available here, as you can see. So we can click on this more button so that we can go through the various themes which are available. So simply let me click on this. You can see here, these are what various built-in themes available. As you can see now, so these are what various built-in themes available, right? Suppose if I move a cursor on it, any one of the themes, let me use, assume that I'm going to click on this particular theme, that is, right? So if I click on that, you can see here, whatever the content already we have placed, that has been changed now. So now we can see what the content has been changed. Okay, and it is going to apply that particular theme for the entire slide. So similarly, let me select this one. So you can see automatically it will apply that particular theme so that we can have a predefined design and a predefined font styles and color combinations, etc. So similarly, let me select another one. So this is how we can apply themes for respective presentation by using what various themes options which are available here. So assume that now I want to retain the theme, but I don't want to retain this color because the color is looking very dull now. Assume that I want to change this color combination. So then it can be done by using what a theme colors option, so that the current theme color is aspect. So even I can change these various color combinations. You can see here, when I move a cursor on a particular color combinations, you can see the title color is going to change and also the background color is going to change. Okay, according to my convenient, what I can do, I can select what the color which is required for me. So similarly, I want to retain this color. Now I want to change what the font style, that can also be done. So now this is having aspect Vardhana font style. It can be changed by using what different font styles which are available here. So you can see, and also you can observe the font styles are going to change now when I move cursor on particular font styles. So this is how we can change what the font styles, right? So whatever you want to apply, that you can select according to your convenient. And also we can change the what effects for various objects what we are going to place. Assume that I'm going to place what smart art graphics. Okay, assume that let me include smart art graphics here. One sample smart art graphics, let me include. Okay, so assume that I'm going to apply this one. So similarly, this graphics effect can be changed by using what this one. So when I see, you can see here, you can feel the difference. So this is office theme. When I move my cursor on Apex the effects, you can see the shape effects are going to change. So this is how we can change the effects for the various objects what we are going to place in the PowerPoint presentation. So this is what regarding the various themes options which are available in a design tab, and accordingly we can change it. And now let me explain you about a page setup group which is available here. Look at this, the page setup group which is available in PowerPoint presentation is entirely different from the page setup group which is available in Word document. In a Word document, we are having a various options like paper size, margin settings, orientation, and so on. So here we are having only two options like a page setup and slide orientation. That's it. So we are not having a margin settings here because it is nowhere related to Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. So that's why those options are not available here. So now let me go through the page setup option now. If I click on this, it will show page setup dialog box, which is very simple. So wherein which we can set the slide size here. Assume that I want to uh, define the slide size as a 4:3. Then you can see here, I can set the on-screen show size as 4:3. So as you can see, now I have selected what 4:3 as a size. And even we can change this one by selecting what various options which are available in this combo box. As you can see here, I can set 16:9 and I can click on OK, so that it will change the slide size here. As you can see now, whatever the slide we are going to see, it is nothing but 16:9. So accordingly, we can set the slide size here by selecting various options which are available in slide size. Okay, so now let me select 4:3 only. So likewise, we can select various slides, and also accordingly we can set width and height for the slides, right? And also within page setup dialog box, we are having orientation option. As you can see here, we are getting orientation options for slides and also for notes. So in the previous class, we discussed about the notes, where we can add notes. In the notes section area, we can add notes, which will be acting like a handouts for the presenter, I said. So for notes, I want to keep portrait orientation. And for the slides, I want to keep landscape orientation. So this is what the normal orientation that we need to keep for slides and notes or handouts. Okay, so even we can change these orientations, no problem. And after this, we need to click on OK. So now let me click OK here. So again, we are getting what 4:3 as a slide size. So now even we can change the slide orientation by using what the slide orientation, which is available here also. And this is nothing but it will change only slide orientation. As you can see here, it will change only slide orientation, but we cannot set orientation for handouts or notes, right? So now let me quickly change the orientation. Now whatever the orientation we are going to see here, it is showing a landscape orientation. But if I require portrait orientation, then we can change this one to portrait orientation. So now let me select orientation as a portrait, and please try to observe the difference. You can see here, this is what a portrait. So this is portrait orientation. Okay, so similarly, I can change again with the landscape. So this is what landscape orientation. The same can be changed by using what these options also. As you can see here in the slide section, we can select the portrait and landscape. So both are same, right? So this is what regarding a page setup group. And also you can see here, we are having a one more group here at last. That is what a background group. So with the help of this, we can set the background style. And suppose sometimes I want to hide a background graphics by enabling this option, so that it will hide the background graphics which we have applied for the slide. Okay. And also we can click on this format background dialog box, so that it will open formatted background dialog box like this. Suppose I want to fill the background with a solid fill color. So then I need to select a solid fill, or else even we can apply gradient fill also. And even we can apply picture as a background for the slide by selecting a picture option here, and we can browse the picture, and that picture can be applied as a background. So this is how we can format the background. Let me show you by considering a new blank presentation. Okay, so now there is no background at all here, isn't it? Suppose I want to apply the background style here. So now what I will do, I can simply select a background style option which is available here, as you can see, and it is showing various formats here. So these are what various formats we can quickly apply for the background. So now let me select one of the background style here. Assume that I want to select this one. So you can see the background has been changed for the slide. So when I move cursor on this background style 5, then it will applied. It will be applying that particular style. Suppose I need background style with a blue color, so then I can select this one. So depending upon my requirement, how I want to display my background, so depending upon that, what we can format the background. Okay, assume that I want to even format with a different color, then I can simply click on what format background, so that I can fill with a solid color here. So now let me choose the color by using what this color option here. As you can see, we are having what color option here. When I select a solid fill color, then I'm getting this color option. Okay, so we need to click on this arrow button. So now let me click here, select some orange color. As you can see here, so this is what a solid fill background. So the same background can be set as a gradient fill, so that I can apply multiple colors at the same time by using what gradient fill. So now I'm going to select a gradient fill option here. As you can see here, this is what a gradient fill. Now I'm going to select this one, right? And when I select gradient fill, you can see here there is a slight change at the one edge, and there is a slight change at another edge. So this is nothing but having multiple color combinations here. Okay, so this is one color and this is another color, and those colors I can define what by using a preset colors and angles. Okay, so we can define multiple colors here by choosing the colors which are available here. Okay, as you can see, and this is what a preset color. So now let me select this. So these are what a preset colors. You can see here the various color combinations it is going to suggest for me. Assume that I want to apply this one rainbow effect. So simply I can select this. You can see here, this is how we can apply rainbow effect for gradient fill. Okay, suppose I don't want to apply this preset colors here. So now I'm going to select this one. Okay, and I can even change the type of the gradient fill. So this is what a linear. Suppose even I can change this a radial. So you can see here, this is what a radial. Okay, and also rectangular effect we can specify. As you can see here, rectangular effect it is, and a path effect. So this is what a path effect type, right? So likewise, we can choose different types here. Okay, so now let me select what radial effect, and even we can set the direction for radial. So you can see here how my different colors should appear. So now by default it is having this type direction, and suppose I want this one, then I can select this one, so that blue color will be at the center position, and partially it will dissolve to red. So this is how we can set the direction for the gradient colors. Okay, so now I'm going to select what the third direction, that is what from center. So now you can see the difference. Now it is going to apply the gradient fill from center, right? And even we can set the gradient stops here. Assume that I want to select only 2 stops. I don't want to display what multiple stops here. So just I'm going to apply what 2 stops, and we can add stops by clicking on add remove, so that we can provide those kind of color combinations. So now here I'm going to choose the color now. Assume that this is looking a very dark color, so I can change these colors by selecting different colors options here. So now you can see here, so color is going to change, right? And also we can set the transparency level, right? So by choosing what a transparency percentage, so if you can observe, if I set a transparency to 100%, then the entire color became what? White. So that is nothing but the color is not visible. It is completely invisible now. So whenever I set these transparency to what something like a 30% or 40%, you are able to see the color is displaying. So this is how we can set the transparency level for the gradients. Suppose I don't want to include gradient fill. I want to insert a picture as a background, or I want to use a texture fill as a background. So at that time, I need to select this option, the third option, that is picture or texture fill. Okay. So when I select this one, you can see here we are getting a texture option here. So which is having a built-in textures for my presentation. So we can select several textures here, right? So if I click on this, it will what apply that particular texture for my entire presentation. Okay, like this. So we can apply what different textures by selecting textures, or else suppose if you are having your own textures that you can insert from selecting file button. If I click on this, it will open insert picture dialog box, where in which we can find the texture where is available. A texture is nothing but one image. Okay, so that particular picture I can select, and I can click on open, so that it will apply that particular picture as a texture background, right? So this is how we can apply what a picture or a texture fill. And suppose I want to hide a background graphics, then simply I can enable this one, so that any background graphics applied for the slides, it is going to hide those graphics. Okay, so this is all about what how we can format the backgrounds. So I hope you have understood the various options which are available in Design tab.